Have you ever picked up your phone for one quick check and suddenly an hour disappears? That was Henry's life. He noticed it one morning. He had picked up his phone just to check the weather. Instead, he saw some alerts. Then he browsed online. Then a few reels. Then he replied to a few messages. The rabbit hole had started. When he finally looked up, he realized he'd spent a lot of time. And he still didn't know the weather. He tried to remember why he had picked up the phone in the first place. Nothing came to mind. For a moment, Henry sat there frozen, then brushed it off. Nothing about it looked dramatic from the outside. Henry still went to work. He still talked to friends. Life looked normal. But inside, something felt off. His mind felt full and distracted. Even when he tried to focus on something important, a quiet voice appeared in the back of his mind. "Maybe check your phone," it whispered. He ignored it. An hour later, it came back. "Just a few reels?" That was the moment he finally said it out loud. "I think I'm really addicted to my phone." Henry didn't want to throw his phone away. He didn't want to live like a monk in the mountains. He just wanted control again. That's where his search for answers started. He tried a lot of advice: productivity apps, screen timers, digital detox weekends. Most of them lasted about 2 days. Then, one evening, Henry took out his notebook. He started writing his own rules. The title? Operation Stop the Scroll. Henry gave himself 1 week to try it. He wrote down 5 small steps. Step 1 was simple: make the phone boring. Henry removed the color from his screen. He changed everything to gray. No bright icons, no glowing reds, no colorful app badges. Suddenly, his phone looked like an old calculator. And something surprising happened. It stopped pulling him in. Without the colors, the apps felt dull. For the first time in years, Henry could put his phone down. He didn't feel like he was missing something. He started noticing things around him again. The sound of birds outside, the smell of coffee, the quiet hum of the room. It felt strange, but good. Step 2 was about breaks. Before this test, whenever Henry got tired while working, he grabbed his phone. He thought he was resting, but he wasn't. His brain was getting flooded with more information. Videos, messages, alerts. Too much information. Instead of resting, his mind was working even harder. So Henry made a rule: no phone breaks. If he needed a break, he had to do something simple. Walk around the house, make tea, look outside the window. At first, it felt boring, but slowly his mind actually relaxed. When Henry returned to his work, it felt easier to continue. It felt like a real reset. Step 3 was the hardest: no phone in the bedroom. This rule worried Henry more than he expected. His phone had become the last thing he saw before sleep. It was also the first thing he saw in the morning. Without it, the room felt empty. But it's important to understand, those moments when you wake up are delicate. Your brain is quiet. Your mind is clear. And Henry had been filling that quiet space with the entire internet. News, messages, opinions, drama. So he left his phone in the kitchen at night. The first morning felt strange, almost too quiet. Henry woke up and reached toward the phone without thinking. But there was nothing there. His phone was still in the kitchen. So he spent that time without distractions, relaxing, just watching the sunlight through the curtains. It felt unfamiliar. but peaceful, letting his mind gently get ready for the day. Step 4 was called Get In, Get Out. Before touching his phone, Henry had to ask one question. Why am I opening this? If he didn't have a clear answer, he couldn't open it, send a message, look up information, do the task, then leave. Like a quick mission. In, take what you need, out. No wandering through the endless apps. At first, Henry caught himself trying to cheat. He would unlock the phone. Then he would feel the urge to just check one more thing, but the rules stopped him, helped him save hours. But the final step was the most important. Fill the empty space. Because when Henry removed the phone from his life, suddenly he was gaining a lot of time. He had a few hours to spare. Who knew the day was this long? He even found small pieces of time he had forgotten existed. 5 minutes after lunch, 10 minutes before bed, quiet moments between tasks. And if he didn't fill those moments with something real, the phone would slowly come back. So Henry started trying new things. Cycling, painting, gardening. Instead of typing thoughts into apps, he wrote them in his notebook. Real paper, real ink. Henry noticed his thoughts slowing down. They weren't jumping from headline to headline anymore. They finally had space to finish. His creativity returned. He even started drawing again, something he hadn't done in years. Was Henry perfect during that week? Not even close. Sometimes he slipped. Sometimes he opened a feed and stayed longer than he planned. But slowly, control started coming back. Little by little, the phone lost its hold. His phone returned to what it was meant to be, a tool, not the boss of his attention. And maybe the most important lesson Henry learned was this. You don't have to remove technology to take your life back. Sometimes, you just need to make a few rules for it. So if a phone has quietly taken control of your time too, Henry would suggest writing these rules down in your notebook. 1. Make it boring. 2. Take real breaks. 3. Keep it out of your bedroom. 4. Get in and get out. And 5. Fill the empty space with something real. So do as Henry says. He is no longer a phone addict. And you shouldn't be one either. Subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. And thanks for watching.